Well, less than a year after their office in Buffalo, New York was firebombed, the CompassCare Pregnancy Services has yet again fallen victim to anti-abortion activism last night. Their office was vandalized with the word liars sprayed on the signage. It took place sometime shortly after midnight. So should we be surprised that considering when you look at how New York's governor literally has been putting money into protecting abortion clinics while just absolutely staying silent against pro-life facilities? The failure to ensure enforcement of the law just produces more lawlessness. Well, with me to discuss more of this is Jim Harden. He is the CEO of the CompassCare Pregnancy Services. Jim, welcome back to Washington Watch. We're glad to have you.
It's an honor to be back with you. Thanks for having me.
Well, listen, it's our honor. Let me first of all just say that we are so sorry that once again, you are having to go through what you're experiencing right now. But let me ask you, Jim, do you have any reason to believe that the investigation into this is going to end with any better results than the investigation into the bombings that you experienced last year?
No, we have every reason to believe the opposite. We have every reason to believe that this is not going to end in any kind of arrest unless we force it through our private investigators, which they're looking. Our private investigators are on this. You're right about New York Governor Kathy Hochul. She signed a bill 6 days after that particular office of ours was firebombed last June 7th. She signed this bill to investigate pregnancy centers, saying that claiming that we're misleading women or harming women with misinformation that's consistent with the graffiti message on our sign that came yesterday. Liars in all caps. This is Jane's Revenge, Antifa style graffiti, big block letters in the red. And, Letitia James, New York State Attorney General, has the same message. She sent an open letter to Google demanding that they wipe us off the map so that women can't find us because they claim we're misleading women. We're the ones telling women the truth. And it appears that certain vandalism and violence against the political or ideological perceived enemies of the pro-abortion elite is okay. I mean, look, New York State Police have a domestic terror unit that has not been deployed. Kathy Hochul said that they are standing by. Last time we were firebombed, they are still standing by. Why is the DOJ deprioritizing these investigations against pro-life organizations? Well, I think it's because they're classified under the Civil Rights Division, and the person in charge of the Civil Rights Division is Kristen Clark. And many people know that she is a supporter of BLM Antifa. And this Jane's Revenge activity is related to Antifa. And she's also, on her own Twitter account, vehemently opposed to pro-life pregnancy centers. So we've got a politicized DOJ and FBI and Biden administration. I said that FBI needs to be defunded last Monday. Joe Biden himself came out ridiculing that comment at a speech 2 days later. Saying, did you hear the latest? He wants to defund local police and investigators, but add more funding to the FBI. This is kind of a Maoist Red Guard approach. He wants to centralize policing to the federal government and allow for certain kinds of violence. It's reprehensible. I mean,
it is.
I can't express it. I can't express my outrage enough. But
well, listen, we're right there with you, Jim. This is unbelievable. And to look at a year has gone by and still no arrest. This investigation is nowhere. It's the political leaders in your own state, as well as the politicalization that is taking place in the FBI, the Department of Justice, and so forth across the board. And now we are watching attacks like this literally take place all across the country. So what message do you think that ultimately the Biden administration is sending to those pro-abortion activists right now? When no one is being arrested, what do you think they are receiving as the message?
Well, the message is you get a pass. The message is that government is supporting you. The message is that the current Biden administration is in full support of a philosophy of government that is more Maoist Chinese than it is rule of law constitutional. So, yeah, this is emboldening them. And we've seen that happen. Well, the Minneapolis attack after Hanoi Jane's encouragement to murder pro-life people last Friday. The Jane's Revenge attack on the Minneapolis pregnancy center there happened at night. And a few hours later, it was attended by an Antifa protest, black bloc masks and all the rest. These people are emboldened.
Jim, we've only got a couple of minutes. I wanted to get your take on a clip that I have, because this whole argument is so one-sided now. They're going to protect the pro-abortionists, but they're not going to protect pro-lifers whatsoever. And I wanted to play a clip for you of something that Doug Emhoff said last Wednesday, I believe it was, about hatred in the nation. He was speaking specifically about parents at school. But let me play this clip and get your thoughts.
Just going to a school meeting, you see that hate that is out there. We've got to step up and speak out, and we've got to call out the cowards out there. People, as my wife likes to say, these so-called leaders, but she's right. Because you can't be in leadership if you're not going to lead, and you can't be in leadership if you're not going to call out things that you know are wrong.
Yeah, look, we've only got about 60 seconds left here, but what do you think about how the left is vilifying pro-lifers and conservatives, making it as if they are the immoral ones, they are the ones that they need to protect others from? Your quick take on it.
Well, pro-life people are being vilified because of what we believe. Our belief runs absolutely counter to the belief of the political elite, and that stands in the way of absolute tyranny. What we believe is that all people are made in the image of God and therefore equally valuable. We are endowed by our Creator, the Declaration of Independence says, with inalienable rights. The first of which, the primary one, that presupposes all others, is the right to life. This is endowed by God, not by government, and government wants to replace God with their new moral code.
Well, Jim Harden, I want to say thank you again so much. Boy, you're putting up. You're in the middle of the fire. You're on the tip of the spear, and thank you for standing up for life, and thank you for standing up for the rights to be heard. We appreciate you joining us this evening here on Washington Watch.
Thank you.